Hello mates, welcome to Full Stack Java Developer. I am Kiran Jadhav here. In this session, I will teach you here employee management application using Hibernate. The functionality we are going to perform here, sign up, sign in, and whatever data available in database, we are going to show on our web pages. Then see, Hibernate we are using here as a persistence layer, Servlet as a controller layer, JSP as a view layer, and MySQL we are using here as a database. And the Apache Tomcat we are using as a web server. Then before start with the implementation, we'll see some theory context and then we'll start with the implementation. See, this is the Hibernate employee management full stack application. The functionality, we are going to perform sign up, sign in and show all that on web page. The tech stack we are using backend, like we are using Java, GTK 17 version we are using, Hibernate as a persistence layer, Servlet as a controller layer. In the front end, we are using here JSP, Java server pages to design the web pages here. And database we are using here MySQL. In the web server we are using here Apache Tomcat 11. And the version control management we are using here GitHub. At the end I will upload the code on GitHub as well, and GitHub URL I will add in YouTube video description box. Now we'll start with the practical implementation. Then see, simply come up with the Eclipse, goes to file, new, dynamic web project. The project name I'm giving here Hibernate. This will be employee management full stack application. Now simply click on finish. Our application is created successfully. Then first thing, we'll go ahead and add the jar files under src main web app webinf lib folder. I will copy paste the jar file from my local system. You can simply copy it from our GitHub. See, all the jar files is added successfully here. Next, simply come up with the Java resources under src main Java. We are going to create the packaging structure here. Simply go ahead with the new. There is option available package. The package name I'm giving here com.fullstack.entity. This is the entity package. Next package, we are going to create the package name as DAO package com.fullstack.dau. Next package, we require the package name as service package. I'm giving here new package com.fullstack.service. Next, we are going to create the package name as controller package. This will be com.fullstack.controller. Now, simply come up with the entity package. In that, I am creating new Java class. The Java class name as employee, because here we are going to perform like employee management application functionality. Now, simply come up with the DAO package. New. Here I am going to create the interface. Interface name as iEmployee DAO. We are following here MVC architecture, model view and controller. New Java class I'm going to create. The Java class name as employee DAO IMPL. Like this is the implementation class. Now simply come up with the service. New Java, this will be interface. Interface name I'm giving here iEmployee service. And within service itself, we are going to create the new implementation class. Class name as I'm giving here. This is employee service IMPL. Now simply come up with the controller. In that I am going to create new Java. This will be servlet. You can simply consider. And the servlet class I'm giving here employee controller. See, such a way we done with the skeleton. We require the CFG file. It means hibernate.cfg.xml file. This is, you can simply create under src main Java. Right click on that new, go to the other and simply type the XML here. See, it will show you XML file. Now simply create the file name as hibernate.cfg.xml. See, our CFG file also created successfully. Then CFG content, I will add it from my existing application. In your case, you can simply copy it from our GitHub. Okay. So now we'll simply come up with the database. In SignUp, I am going to create database name as employee management DB. The next, you can simply go ahead and use it. The next, show tables. There is no any single table, right? When it will be created, Hibernate will take care of creating the table, right? Yes. Once we are going to run the Hibernate application that time. Now simply come back to CFG file, and here I am giving the database name as employee management DB, and here we are giving this will be create. hbm2detail.io, it will be create. It means Hibernate will take care of create the table. And this is the fully encapsulated our Pojo class name we have given as an entity class name as employee. Perfect. Now we'll start with the coding part, then come up with the employee.java, then annotate with here @entity. Then next we are using @table as well. Then see, this is the entity class. That's why we are annotated with @entity. The table name, I want to say the table name as employee. Next, we are using @id. It means this is primary key. This will be auto incremented. That's why I'm using here generated value. Now we are giving this will be private int emp have id. And here the important thing, we are giving the strategy as identity because we are using here MySQL. If you are using Oracle, you can simply give the sequence instead of identity. Now I am using here private. This will be string emp have name. Next we require the address as well. Private string, you can simply say emp have address. Next, private, this will be double emp have salary. I am using private, this will be long emp have contact number. Next, private, I am just giving here, this will be string, you can simply say emp have department. We are going to add the checkbox from front end side. Okay, private, this will be string emp have gender. We'll use the preview box from front end side. If you want to use state, you will be able to see the options as well. Okay, for that you can simply refer our GTW video. Then now we are using here private. This will be date coming from util package emp have dob, date of birth. Next we are using here private string emp have email id. Yes. Then see, next we require the password as well. That's why I'm using here private string emp have password. In your case, you can go to the Aadhaar card, PAN card, whatever you want, even blood group as well. Fine. Due to time being, I am just using those like variable fields here. But in your case, you can try with the multiple fields. Now simply right click, go to source, generate constructor using fields. I will just going to generate the parameters constructor. ID is auto incremented. That's why simply remove from constructor here. Okay. Yes, this is the parameters constructor and this is the default constructor. In Hibernate, there is not available by default constructor. You need to create it. Okay. In core Java, by default constructor available. Next, we are going to create the getter setter. Simply right click, go to source, generate getter setters. Simply select all and then click on generate. Now simply right click, go to source, generate toString method here. See, this toString method also added. Control A, Control I, Control Shift F. If you want to create like equals and hash code contracts, you can simply go to source and generate the equals and hash code contracts as well. Okay, this is not at all mandatory, but if you want, you can simply create here equals and hash code contracts. Equals is a method coming from object class itself, boolean as a return type. Hash code method coming from object class itself, return type available as a int. Control A, Control I, Control Shift F, it will format the code base. For equals and hash code, already we have covered some sessions in core Java. Okay, you can simply check the core Java playlist. Then this is fully encapsulated Pojo class, right? Yes. Encapsulation means the wrapping of a data into a single unit. Like within single Pojo class, we have available different types of getter setters here, right? Great. Now simply come up with the iEmployee DAO. This is our interface, and here, as per our business requirement, we are going to perform sign up, sign in, and show all, right? Then I will create the three functions here. The first function I am giving here while sign up. Then this is the abstract method. We are just going to pass the employee as an entity here. Next is sign in. We are using boolean. This will be sign in. We need to pass two input parameter there. First input parameter as string emp have email id. And the second one is string emp have password, ending with semicolon. Next I am using here list. List it will be, you can simply say interface, right? Coming from java.util package. List of, you can simply say employee. We are trying to fetch, it means we are trying to fetch all data. It means find all. In data JP, we are saying this is the find all method, right? Like fetch all data. In such a way, we have created three functions as per our business requirements. We now come up with the employee Java MPL. Simply use implements. This will be iEmployee DAO. Now, whatever abstract method in interface, we must implement into our implementation class. Mouse over there, click on add unimplemented methods. Those are the implementation here, right? For sign up, sign in, then find all. Then first thing we need to use here second level cache in Hibernate. I am using here, this will be like Private, you can simply say session factory. This is the second level caching, and once it create, it will be available for whole application. Simply say private session factory equal to new configuration dot configure dot build session factory. Then whenever we are trying to do sign up, we require the first level cache as a session coming from org.hibernate session equal to factory.open session. And we are going to persist data into database. It means we require the transaction as well. Then see transaction again interface coming from org.hibernate. Then you can simply say transaction equal to session.begin transaction. And then we are using here session.save, and we are going to purchase their employee entity like object, you can simply say, right? Yes. And then to transaction.commit, it will purchase data into database directly. This is the logic we handle for sign up perspective. Now we'll come up with the sign in, right? Then before sign in, I will write the logic for find all data. Then again we require the session here, session equal to factory.open session. See, session factory once we create, it will be available for whole application once. But session, for each transaction, we are going to create the separate session here, right? Yes. Now simply call here session dot. This will be create query, and you know we are using here SQL, right? Hibernate query language, and this is database independent, object oriented. I'm directly calling here from employee. Employee must be capital because this is not a table name. This is the project class name. Great. Then here, like it will fetch all data from database. Then now we'll come up with the sign in functionality. For that perspective, first I am declaring the boolean type of flag. By default, the value I am giving here false. Right? Now we are using here for each to treat the record. This is, you can simply say employee, and we have available function as a find all here, right? It will fetch all data. Then here we are just going to add one condition. The condition is very simple. You can simply say we are passing here employee.get emp email id dot equals, we are passing here, this will be emp email id, and employee dot get password dot equals emp password. Then now I am just going to set the flag as true here, and then you can simply, instead of returning false, you can simply return here flag itself. Control A, Control I, Control Shift F, it will goes to work. And here important thing, once flag is true, unnecessary we are not going to iterate the record. You can simply use the break for, you know, getting the better like performance. Okay, great. In such a way we done with the implementation for Java layer. This is core Hibernate logic we have implemented here. Fine. Now we'll simply come up with the service layer. In service layer we are just going to create the three abstract methods. See, those are the abstract methods we have created. Abstract method, it means ending with semicolon, right? Just declaration available there. Now come up with the implementation class service IMPL. Simply use implements IEmployee service. Now, whatever abstract method in IEmployee service within that interface, we must want to implement into our implementation class. Simply click on add unimplemented methods. All methods is implemented successfully here. Now, I am creating the object of our, you can simply say employee DAO IMPL class. Here you can simply say employee DAO equal to employee DAO IMPL, right? We are using new keyword to create the object of our employee DAO IMPL class. Yes. Like here interface we are not creating the object. Whenever new keyword comes, you can simply say this class we are creating the object here, right? Great. Now service is just intermediate between our DAO and controller. Then you can simply give here, this will be like which method we are going to call? Sign up method. Done for sign up perspective. Like we are getting data from controller passed to DAO layer directly. I can here also sign in. Next is find all. Then such a way we done with the entire implementation for service layer as well. Service is just intermediate between our DAO and controller. Okay, yes. Then upcoming sessions in Spring Boot you will get the more clarity. In service layer we are going to implement the caching mechanism as well. Now come up with the next, and this is the last layer from backend, like employee controller, right? Servlet, you can simply say. Here we are using @web servlet. This is counts in, like, you know, the web version 5.0. Then see here I'm just going to create the reference of employee service IMPL. Then you can simply say this will be employee service equal to new employee service IMPL. It means we are going to create the object here. Now I want to mention all the JSP pages, whatever pages we are going to create. First page I am giving here, this will be like, you can simply say sign up page equal to, we are just giving the signup.jsp. Next we'll consider string, this will be sign in page. equal to, you can simply say this will be SignIn.jsp. Next, we'll consider string. This will be show data page. Yes, equal to show.jsp. Like such a JSP pages we are going to create under web app folder. Great. Now simply come up with the doGet method. If you want to write code within do post, that also possible. Okay, I will simply write the code within doGet method, right? Yes. Then here I am giving string redirect URL. Initially we are giving the empty. This is just like empty string we are passing here. Next string, you can simply say action. We are going to read it from front end side by using request.get parameter. If you want to read any value from front end, you can simply say request.get parameter there. Okay. Next, we are going to read the EMP name as well. This will be, you can simply say request.get parameter as EMP name. Yes. Next, we are adding the condition if this will be action dot equals if it's coming as sign up and EMP name not equal to null, then we'll go to the sign up actually. Else, you can simply say again we have available if action dot equals, then here you can simply say if this is sign in, right? Then you can handle this much code. Okay, and here we are going to handle the request dispatcher as well. Then you can simply say this is the request dispatcher, like this will be dispatcher equal to request dot get request dispatcher, and this is the redirect we are going to pass here, like whatever sign up as sign in, right? Yes. And here you can simply say dispatcher dot forward, this is the request, this is the response. Perfect. Now this is the logic we are going to handle for sign up, and this is the logic we are going to handle for sign in. Then first we'll come up with the sign up functionality, and then we'll come up with the sign in functionality. Then here already we have available name. That's why I'm going to start with reading the value from address. EMP address equal to, you can simply say request dot get parameter. This value we are going to read from JSP. EMP have address. Next we are giving here, this will be like double EMP salary equal to, we need to use typecast concept here. I'm just giving here, this will be double dot value of, this is again request dot get parameter. In JSP all the value coming as a string type. Then once it received at servlet, it means Java side, you need to appropriate type, you need to convert it, right? Next is long, this will be EMP have contact number. Then equal to, we are using here long dot value of, this will be, you can simply say request dot get parameter, this will be EMP contact number. After contact number we are just going to read the department as well. This will be string type, you can simply say EMP department. Then initially I am just giving here, this is empty string because department, one employee coming from many departments, right? That's why we require the array here. That's why I'm passing here string, you can simply say departments equal to, like multiple departments we have available, right? Yeah, I will use the shortcut dpts, right? And this will be array, you can simply say equal to request dot get parameter values. It means number of values available there, right? Then here you can simply say EMP department. We're just passing here EMP department ending with semicolon. Then see, we are using here for loop. This will be integer I equal to, we are giving 0, I less than, this will be departments dot length, and then I plus plus. Easily you are able to understand because already we learned the for loop how we are using it, right, as per our business requirement. Here you can simply say EMP department plus equal to, like we have available these departments of I, and then each department we are going to add some space as well. That's why I'm like after departments we are going to add this space. That's why we have given here EMP department plus equal to, this will be departments of I, right? Every iteration we are going to add this department into EMP department and adding the space as well. Then coming to next is after department we have available gender string, you can simply say EMP gender. Then here we are using, this will be request dot get parameter gender, we are going to select only one at a time. Okay, yes, EMP have gender. Next is date, that's why I'm using here date, this will be EMP have DOB. Then here you can simply use like such a way we are going to format the date of birth as a y by mdt because we are using date picker from JSP side. Then simply use simple date format equal to new simple date format. This is the object we are creating, and the date format I am giving here, this will be y mmdd. The next we are giving here, this will be empdob equal to, you can simply assign here, this will be simple date format dot parse, and we are reading the data from JSP side by using request dot get parameter, and here we are passing emp dob, and here we need to handle compile time exception, like this is the parse exception we need to handle here. Then surround with the try catch, we handle the parse exception here. Perfect. Now simply come up with the next is string emp have email id. You can simply say email id equal to request dot get parameter, and here we're passing emp have email id ending with semicolon. Next is string emp have password, then I'm giving here equal to request dot get parameter, this will be emp have password. The next we are going to create the object of our employee class, and I am creating the object of parameterized constructor because we are not using setter to set the values. We have available parameterized constructor to pass all the mandatory fields here ending with semicolon. Now we are just going to call here employee service dot sign up functionality available there. You can simply pass the employee as an object there. Once we pass here, then redirect to which page? I'm just going to redirect to sign in page. Yes, Control A, Control I, Control Shift F, it will format the code base. Then see here it gives us the compile time problem because they are saying emp-dob we were using, but it's not initialized, right? Yes. Then simply initialize here this emp-dob as, I'm just going to initialize as null value. Whatever value you want to initialize, otherwise you can simply say the new data as well. Okay? Yes. But you need to initialize before using it. Then see, now we'll come up with the sign in functionality. Sign in functionality perspective, we are just going to read the username and password there, right? Then adding the condition if this will be employee service dot sign in. If it's valid, both the username and password, right? Then definitely we are redirect to which page? Redirect to show data page. Else you can simply say same page, like redirect to sign in page only. Yes. But whenever redirect to show data page, that time we are trying to show whatever data in database we are trying to show on web page. For that perspective, I am calling here request dot set attribute, and here I am passing this will be emp list, and here you can simply call employee service dot find all ending with semicolon. And whenever you are passing incorrect credentials, then we are going to set request dot set attribute. This is the message I am passing, like invalid credentials, please try again. Invalid credentials. Okay. Yeah, such a message, you have freedom, you can pass any message here. And at the end we have added request dispatcher equal to request dot get request dispatcher. We are passing the redirect URI. If it's valid, we'll go ahead with the show data page. It will bind with the all the data from backend and to bind with the front end. If it's invalid, it will just bind this message invalid credentials, and again it will go to open sign in page only by using this redirect here, right? And dispatcher dot forward, we are going to forward the request and response. In such a way we done with the backend implementation. Then now we'll start with the front end implementation. For that perspective, simply come up with the src main. We have web app available here. Right click on that, new, go to the JSP file. The first file I am going to create here index.jsp. By default we require the index.html as JSP file, okay, in web servlet. Then simply create the index.jsp file. Next file I am going to create new, this will be JSP file, giving the file name as signup.jsp. We require the next file as signin.jsp. Simply right click, go to JSP file. I'm giving here, this will be signin.jsp. Now we require the show.jsp as well, because whatever data in database we are trying to show on web page by using show.jsp. Then such a number of files we have created as per our business requirements. Now we'll come up with the index.jsp. I want to say the title here, you can simply say this is employee management application. The body, if you want to say some style, if you want to add some background color as well, you can simply add such a color here, okay? Background color, I'm giving the background color here. You can simply say background color name as I'm giving here gray color. Now inside body, like we are just giving a href, and the href URL we are just going to say this will be signup dot JSP, and here I am passing SignUp. Now we are using BR tag here to add it on next line. Then see, next we need to perform for sign in as well. That's why I'm just adding here sign in as well. This will be, you can simply say signin.jsp, and we are going to change the text as well, sign in. In such a way we done with the index.jsp. Now we'll come up with the signup.jsp page. Then signup.jsp perspective will maximize the size of screen here. The title I'm giving, this will be like sign up. The body, you can simply use the style, whatever like background color you want, you can simply use such a background color as well. Then here I am giving background color as pink. Whatever color you want, you can simply add it. Okay, and now we are just going to create the form there. The form action I'm giving, this will be employee controller, and the form method I am giving the method as get by default here. Next, inside form we are giving here, this will be input type as hidden, because we have more than one conditions, right? That's why we are giving here input type as hidden and the name as action, either sign up as sign in, right? Yes, and the value we are passing here, this will be sign up. Next, we are just going to say this will be employee name, like input type equal to text we are giving here, sorry, yes, and name as emp name, in whatever you use from servlet side. Okay, the request or get parameter, this name and this name must be match here. Then here I am using br to break the line, it will add in next line. Then see, this will be the address. Next, this will be, you can simply say emp have address. Next we have available salary, then this will be I am giving salary, employee have salary, then here it will be emp have salary. Next is emp have contact number, then you can simply say this will be contact number. If you want to say number here, you can say the number as well, emp have contact number. Next is, after contact number we have available their department, right? And this will be checkbox. Then here I am giving department. Then here you can simply say we are using br tag. Then now department I am giving HR department. Then here you can simply say this will be input type as checkbox. We are able to check multiple checkboxes here, right? Name we are giving, this will be like, you can simply say emp department, and the value we are giving, this will be HR. Then we are not using any break because we'll continue with the same line like HR department. The next is, you can simply say research and development department as well, we are going to add there. This will be again input type equal to, you can simply say checkbox, and name I'm giving, this will be emp department. Now the value we are giving research and development, R&D. Next we are giving, this will be finance department. I will use the shortcut key here due to some time being. Input type equal to, you can simply say this will be checkbox, and this will be name equal to emp department, and the value I'm giving here, this will be finance department. Then ending with, I'm using br. If you want to add some more departments, you can simply go ahead and add number of departments. Time being I'm just adding the 3 departments here. Okay, now we'll come up with the next is, we have available gender. For that perspective, you can simply say this will be the gender. Again I'm using here br tag, and this will be male, you can simply say, and the input type equal to, we are giving here, this will be radio, because only one you are able to select, either male or female, right? The name I am giving, this will be, you can simply say emp gender, yes. And then here next we are going to add here, this will be female, and here you can give the value as well, but we'll try like, you can simply give their emp gender, right? Yes, and the corresponding value I am giving here male, but we are giving such a way. Then see, next is female. We are just giving, this will be input type as radio, and this will be like name as emp gender, and here I am giving value as female. Then next again we are using br tag, actually break the line. Then here you can simply say, after that we have available dob, employee have date of birth, this will be type as I am giving date. and this will be emp have dob. Next is employee have email, employee have password. Then here you can simply say this will be email, and then next it will be password. Then type as I'm giving here email, this will be type as you can simply say password. No one able to see the password directly, right? Whenever you are going to enter the password there, this will be emp have email id, this will be emp have password. Now we simply come up with the next. This will be input type equal to, we are giving submit because this is the button I want to create, and the button value I am giving this will be sign up. In such a way we're done with the sign up functionality, right? Next we'll simply come up with the sign in functionality. For that perspective we require their email and password as well, right? We'll simply copy it and come up with the sign in functionality. Then see, this is, you can simply say sign in. Yes. Now body you can simply say I'm giving style. This will be background color, we are giving here whatever color you want. Fine. There are number of colors available here, correct? Yes. See. Now I'm just giving the lime color here. You can use as per your business requirement some color there. Fine. Next I'm just going to create the form here. The form action we are giving employee controller. The method we are giving here get method, but if you want to use post you can use the post method as well. Okay. Same server side also you can use the post method then. Next I'm giving here this will be input type as hidden because we have more than two conditions available, right? Yes. And the name we are giving here as a action, and again we are giving the value as sign in. And if any issues comes, try to debug the code, you will get more clarity. Fine. Yes. Then I'm passing here email and password, and this will be, you can simply say sign in functionality here. Perfect. Great. And if you want to add like this form at center, right, you can simply add the style as well there, and here you can simply say text align as center. That will be great actually if you are going to add here itself, right? Yeah. Same I will do for our sign up as well. See, here we have available sign up, right? Whenever we have created the form itself, you can simply add the style text align as center. Now we'll come to the show.jsp. Due to time being, I will just add the show.jsp from my local actually. Yes. You can simply copy the show.jsp and come up with our application. Then see, we have added the show.jsp here as per our business requirement. Fine. Yes. In show.jsp, what we are trying to perform, like here we have created the, you can simply say table. Okay. And table class we have given table border, table over actually, medium bottom 0 we have given here, and we are using the bootstrap as well for responsive perspective. Those are the table heading, like you can simply say table header. It means those are the column we have available, and corresponding inside table body we have available table data. Then this is the for each we are using here. Like from controller layer we are using whenever we are trying with the sign in, right? Once it valid data, then we are binding the backend data with the front end by using this emp list. We are calling here find all method from service to DAO layer. We are fetching all data and binding with the front end by using emp list, setting the request.set attribute here, right? And once you are coming with the show.jsp, there is available dollar sign symbol with this emp list. We are going to treat one by one record, and we are trying to show on our JSP page. Easily you are able to understand this JSP. Okay, this is not like that much complex. Now we are very excited to start our application. Simply come with the projects, then clean, and again you can simply start with our application. Simply do run as, run on server, then go to the next, and then remove all. And whenever we are running the application, if any issues comes, that will be great for our learning, because this is not the edited video, this is real-time video we are taking care. Okay, now simply click on finish, click on OK. It will take at least minute to start our application, because this is deploy on Tomcat server. Okay, this is not the core Java application. Great. Now we'll simply come back to, like, in Chrome browser, and simply hit there is available sign up and sign in. Simply click on sign up, it will go to open sign up form directly, right? Yes. Then see, one sign up form is open here. Then now I am just going to add here details, as you can simply say Sora. I am giving the surname as well, like Sora Jadhav. Address I am giving here Pune. The salary I am just going to add 2,50,000 here. The contact number I am adding here. This is dummy data I am adding. Next, Swara from HR and R&D department. Swara, the gender as female, and here I am giving the like date of birth as well. Then here you can simply say sora@gmail.com, password 12345. You are not able to see the password directly. Now simply click on sign up. If everything is done, it will insert data into database. Even it goes to create the table as well, and then it will insert data into database, right? Hibernate doing internally something there, right? That's why progress mark coming there. Now simply check the console. See, the table is created, even data also inserted. We are very excited to see the show tables. There is employee table. We are very excited to see the table data select star from employee. There is available data as well without any issues. All the data available there. Great. Then now what we are trying to do, we'll try to insert one more record here. Then I will do one thing. Either you can come back here itself, actually you have options available, otherwise you can simply go to the sign in, right? Yes. Then we'll do one thing. First, we'll go to the sign in and then we'll try to add some records there. Fine. Yes. Sign in perspective, I will copy the username password from database and paste here as it is. This is, you can simply say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now click on sign in. If everything is okay, it will go to next. Now it will give us the 404, right? It's showing show.jps is not available because we given the wrong like extension .jsp we required there. Easily we are able to understand, right, to checking the log itself. Now simply come back to on our controller layer, and there whenever we are redirecting our page, right, here we have given the wrong extension. See, here is it. Simply use the JSP. If issues comes, that will be great for our learning. Okay, if you are doing any change, single change from servlet side or Java side, Java is a server side programming, you need to stop your application and again you need to start your application. Then before running the application in CFG file, instead of create, I will make as like update. It will be great, otherwise it will delete the table and it will create the new one, right? Yes. Now simply go to project, again go ahead and do the cleanup, and again we'll start with the run as run on server. Simply go to the next, then do the finish. This will be great thing, like we are going to do like sign up again. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Simply copy this URL, come back to here, paste it the URL here. We'll try to do sign up. One more record I'm trying to add here. Fine. This record I'm just going to add for Puja. The address I'm adding PCMC. The salary I'm giving here salary as, you can simply say 97,000.99. The contact number we are giving here, this is dummy contact number. Puja is from research and development and finance department. Say the gender as female. The DOB I am giving random DOB here. This will be puja@gmail.com and the password. Yes. Now simply click on sign up. Sign up done successfully without any issues here, right? Again, if you are going to check it, taking some time, right? Data JP is very faster as compared to Hibernate. Okay, great. Now if you are going to check in database, there is two records available. First record for Sora, the second record for Puja. Now we'll go ahead, and if you are going to check it, Sora from HR and R&D department and the Puja from R&D and finance department. Now I'm just passing here puja@gmail.com, passing the password 12345. Simply click on sign in. Yes, it's taking some time to fetching data and show on web page. Great, and this is the very perfect like user interface you are able to see on dashboard here, right, on screen. Then see, like this is what we are expecting from the session. Like at least we are able to sign up, right? Once data is inserted into database, second functionality will come up with the sign in. Like we are passing the correct credentials, we are able to see data on screen directly. This is what we are expecting, right? Yes. The next session we'll go ahead with the sign up, sign in, update, delete all functionality. Fine. Yes. Then here, if you're passing wrong credentials, we haven't handled the functionality for that, like to show incorrect credentials, right? If you are coming back to here and if you are trying incorrect credentials, it's not showing anything. For that perspective, JSP side will do the on-fly changes. Then come up with the JSP side signing.jsp, and here we are just using, this is the tag of, you can simply say JSP tag we are using here. Okay. Yes. And I'm adding the condition here. You can simply say the condition as if request dot get attribute, it will come directly, not to worry about that. Fine. Yes. Then we are giving here request dot get attribute, like this message we are giving here, if not equal to null, you can simply say not equal to null. Then we are going to print our message by using out.println. Out is the object coming from system class. Okay, out.println you can simply use here, and here we are again printing this message whatever we are binding from backend. Request dot you can simply say get attribute again, and this will be the message we are trying to print it. Now save it. One fly we have done the changes, and now we are very excited to see the changes here. Simply try here incorrect. See, oh, it's showing like email ID must be valid. I'm giving here this will be gmail.com. We are expecting invalid credentials. See on screen, this is what we are expecting, right? Invalid credentials. And if I am passing correct credentials, like sora@gmail.com, I will give the password here. Then see on screen, we'll try with the sign in. It will go to show that on web page. That's what like we're expecting from the session, right? If you want to add employee, simply click on add employee. I will add the employee name. I will add here my name as well. Then see the contact number. I'm giving them a contact number here. Then I'm giving Kiran from HR R&D and finance department. The candidate as gender as male. Even I'm giving here, those are the like dob, random dob I'm giving. And here I'm giving, this is the password. Do the sign up if you're passing incorrect credentials, right? Suppose we don't have available data like ram@gmail.com, right? Then see it will give us invalid credentials directly. Correct? See one screen. Now if I am passing the correct credentials, then definitely it will allow us to do login here easily. See one screen, right? Yes. Then there are available whatever data in database, the all data we are able to see on web page directly. It means show all data on our web page. Then such a way, like we done with our hands-on practical things, sign up, sign in, show all data on web page. For that perspective, we use Java 17, Hibernate as a persistence layer, Servlet as a controller layer, JSP as a view layer, MySQL as database, and Apache Tomcat 11 we use for as a web server here. Then I want to show here how the application flow goes. Then see one screen. Once like we are going to run on server this application, right? See, I will do the stop here first. Yes. Then see, first we are come up with our project. Always whenever you are going to run this application, use the project cleanup, and then whenever you are doing run on server, then what happen internally? See, once you click on the server and next and you are doing the finish, internally what happen, it will go like it checks your controller like either web server annotation available or not there. If it's available there, then definitely it will check like there is available index.jsp file under web apps folder. See, here is it, and it will populate this data like index.jsp page you are able to see on directly Chrome browser. Then see here itself, like we are able to see the index.jsp. I will show you. You not need to worry about that. See, here is index.jsp. If you are going to type it manually index.jsp, that also fine. See, here is index.jsp, right? Yes. Now simply click on sign up. Then how it goes to sign up? Then see, here is we have given signup.jsp. If you are going to click on sign in, it will go to signin.jsp directly. Then first we'll go to the sign up, and you can simply fill this information. Like we have available here signup.jsp, you can simply open it, and once you click on sign up button there, right? Then this data bind with the backend for this employee controller, right? And the hidden action we are giving here sign up. Then it will come up with the controller layer, and it checking there is available employee controller. The method is get method, and the action is sign up. Then it will give this is true, and it will execute this much code. It means whatever data we are going to pass from front end, then definitely we are reading this data from front end to our back end as a servlet by using request.get parameter here, right? Every data we are reading here, and once we read this data, we have created the employee class object, and this object we are passing input to our service layer. Then see, I will fill some data here. Actually, I will add the data here for, you can simply say Deepak. Then see the address I'm giving here Pune. The salary I'm adding here 2,50,000. The contact number I'm giving here dummy contact number, you can simply consider. Then Deepak from finance, and you can simply say research and development department. Gender as male. We are giving the dummy as a DOB. You can simply say Deepak@gmail.com. 12345 as a password we are giving. Then click on sign up. What happens? Sign up click. It will come at the back end, and definitely from back end here we are calling the service layer actually, right? Sign up. This employee data available here. Then it will goes to DAO layer, service layer. Service, we are going to invoke the DAO layer, and here is the available internal implementation for insert data into database. Actually, this customized code we have written here, right? Yes. And once data is inserted in console, you are able to see insert into. See, this is how this is comes, because for that perspective we are using here show SQL true. If you are come up with the here hibernate.show SQL true, it's available here, right? Then once data is inserted, then definitely the backend again it will come up with the service layer, service to controller layer, and here is available redirect to which URL, sign in page. It means signin.jsp. It means it will go to open sign in page here directly. Now I am passing here deepak@gmail.com, and password I am passing incorrect, suppose. Then definitely it will give us invalid credentials directly. How? Then see on screen. Again we have available signin.jsp. Here username and password we are passing. Once you click on sign in, it binds with the employee controller. This is the form action, the method is get, and the hidden action as sign in. It means it will come up with the employee controller, and definitely it will come up with the hidden action as sign in here. Then email and password we are passing, right? Then it will give you the input for service layer, sign in, email and password there, right? Then open implementation. Again from there we are going to call the DAO layer, again open implementation, and see here is the logic we have implemented. We are fetching all data by using this find all method, right? And here if the credentials available in database, right, we are making the flag as true, but if it's not available, by default flag as false. Now I am passing the correct credentials. We are passing deepak@gmail.com. The password I am passing 12345. Now simply click on sign in. See, like it will fetch all data and show on our web page. See one screen. The fourth number record we have added for Deepak as well, right? Yes. Now if you are coming back to here again, then see now this is credentials verified and data available there. Then making the flag as true, and once flag is true, right? Then definitely in control service here also it written as a true itself. Then again controller, this is true. Once this is true, we are fetching all data by using find all method. From you can simply say service from DAO layer. Actually here we have available implementation for that, right? Fetch all data, and again once data we have fetched to service to controller here, and we are going to bind with the front end by using emp list here, and redirect to show data page, right? It means show.jsp. Then in show.jsp we have available this $sign symbol with emp list. We are fetching all data right here, list of data, and by using this for each we are able to iterate the records. And for each, like how we are going to iterate the records there, right? Yes. Then in this session that will be fine, like whatever we learned, like the functionality sign up, sign in, and show all data on web page. But till if you are facing any difficulties, feel free to add your comments in comment box. That will be great motivation for me if you are going to add more comments. And whatever sessions you want from my side, you can simply add it in comments. Accordingly, I will demonstrate the sessions as well. And those all are the practical sessions. Okay, definitely upcoming sessions we are going to do the Spring Boot, Data JP, and React.js more on like full stack applications. But we have started with the like Hibernate JSP, but upcoming sessions will take care of such advanced sessions as well. Fine. Then stay tuned with the full stack Java developer YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video. Please do like, share, subscribe the channel to get more updates, and see you in next video.